The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf.
So it's an exciting area. It's performed better than we ever expected. We're in great shape. We're very active on the drilling front. We've got a prospect inventory that's going to keep us busy all the way through to the potential expiry of the block.
All right, welcome back inside our Proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Marshall Abbott, the CEO of Arrow Exploration. And Marshall, it's great to have you back again. How are you?
I'm doing great, Steve. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, doing good. Really interesting to read your Q1 financials that you've released today. Exciting for the company, lots of positive numbers in there as well. Overall, Marshall, some thoughts on what you saw in Q1?
Well, it was our best quarter ever as a company. We're pretty proud of that. Revenue was up, EBITDA was up, cash flow was up. Cash in the bank, we're at 24 million. So we're in good shape. Cash flow is very strong on a monthly basis. We're active. Rigs are moving. We've got a drilling rig on the go. We've got a service rig on the go. And we've had a lot of success and luck, as you know, in the Tapir block in Colombia.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Tell me what you saw there in Q1 and where it is at right now and where it's headed.
So Q4 last year, we had some luck up in the Mataguafa Attic play. We've got 3 zones that we are completing up there. Production is very solid. Declines are minimal. Water production is easily handled. And I think we only had 3 wells going into the year end that we could book for reserves. The balance of the reserves will be booked this year. In fact, we're even looking at a potential mid-year update on the reserve picture. So we continued to drill Mataguafa wells. We ran out of cellars, those concrete cellars that you have to have on each drilling platform. So we're building more cellars. While we're doing that, we moved over to the Icaco pad, which was ready for us. The Icaco-1 well was a discovery, a very exciting discovery, based on the morphology that we've enjoyed throughout the Tapir block. We've got 3-way closure up against a fault. So we've been able to define these faults with 3D seismic. The Icaco well had 3 separate producing zones. We're producing one of them right now. We're going to, by the end of this week, move on to one of the other zones in that very same wellbore, just to get a feel for productivity. So the initial flow rate was about 550 barrels a day. It seems to be steady, right at 550 barrels a day. We then drilled the second well, and we're very excited with what we see. We'll have a press release on that probably in 4 or 5 days. So it's an exciting area. It's performed better than we ever expected. We're in great shape. We're very active on the drilling front. We've got a prospect inventory that's going to keep us busy all the way through to the potential expiry of the block, which of course we're going to talk about here in a second, but that's Feb 1, 2028. We're in good shape in all respects. On the drilling front, on the production front, we're north of 5,000 barrels a day. We're going to continue that growth profile. The cash that we have in the bank really provides us with multiple opportunities to expand the drilling program, to really enhance what we're doing on the Tapir block, and of course, looking at acquisitions. We're seeing a lot more transactions taking place onshore Colombia. We were in the top 10 operators last year. And so we're finally being recognized as a player in Colombia, who means business. We drilled the longest horizontal leg ever in Colombia. I was in Bogota last week. We met with the president of Ecopetrol, the national oil company, doing what we have to do to ensure that we're going to get an extension on the block. So we're very positive about getting the extension. Ecopetrol is very supportive. It's a collegial discussion that we're having with them. The narrative is positive. And so we're excited with the potential we see. In fact, Ecopetrol is going to be selling assets, and we're going to be busy evaluating them. So there's lots of opportunity on the exploration and development front and on the acquisition front. So it's a really exciting time for the company.
Marshall, you mentioned the success that you had at the Tapir block and what's going on there. Do you feel similar with Icaco as well? Do you feel that you're in a good, because you mentioned it was better than you were expecting. So do you feel that you've I don't want to say struck lightning twice, but that you feel that you could see what you're seeing in Tapir and Icaco as well?
Well, just for a quick background, so we've drilled 6 exploration wells throughout the block. 5 of them resulted in discoveries. When we talk about Ikako, I have to be careful what I say today about that. We haven't
I
disclosed
understand.
anything, but we're very excited. And the play type has been repeated. Scope and repeatability is our mantra here on the play that we pursue. And we're very pleased with the results moving forward, for sure.
Okay. Key things people need to look out for next 3 to 6 months. What are you expecting?
We're going to double down on activity on the Tapir block with respect to workovers, development wells, exploration wells. So there are additional exploration shots very close to where Ikako is on separate fault trends. So those will be pursued. We're just preparing those pads, those platforms as we speak. We're going to see certainly activity on the acquisition front. Just for background, in the last 12 months, we've looked at 60 separate transactions that we participated in one form or the other. And so we want to be happy with what we buy. There's got to be upside. The price has to be right. And we're in good shape. We've got backers on the funding side. The best time to look for money is when you're sitting on money. And so we're pretty excited with what's going on in the portfolio overall.
All right, Marshall, we'll leave it there. Congratulations on that quarter, best one in the company, as you mentioned, and exciting times ahead. So I appreciate your time. Thanks very much for the info.
Thanks, Steve.
All right, Marshall Abbott. See you later. Marshall Abbott, the CEO of Arrow Exploration.
The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf. It is for informational purposes only and does not constitute investment advice, an offer, or a solicitation to buy or sell any securities. Viewers should conduct their own research and consult a qualified financial advisor before making investment decisions. The views expressed are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect those of Proactive Group Holdings, trading as Proactive Investors or its affiliates. No responsibility is accepted for any loss arising from reliance on the information presented.